Hi everyone! So I am super excited to introduce you to someone that has become my new best friend. The Urban Decay Electric Palette. I am so freaking excited about this thing. I can't get over it. I was over the moon when I heard this thing was coming out, and I kept calling Ulta and Sephora back and forth, and they came out with it on the Urban Decay website, but I didn't want to order from there because I just like ordering several things at once and not just one item, and there was nothing else I needed at the time. So I also like testing out the palettes before I buy them. However, in this case, I ended up having to take a chance because, well, my Sephora got it. My Sephora is 45 minutes away from my house. So it's like an hour and a half round trip drive, which is nuts. So I ended up ordering mine off Ulta.com, and I am so excited and happy it's here, and I wanted to do a review for you guys. First things first, I wanted to cover real quick. It's been going all over the internet. People have been freaking out about how 4 of the pigments in this are not supposed to be used on your eyes. Okay, here's the thing. They're not FDA approved. The FDA is very, very particular about what colors of cosmetic pigments and what types of cosmetic pigments that they will approve for use around the eyes in the US. There is insanely rigorous testing. Most of these products are considered fine in the European Union and a bunch of other countries, but in America we tend to be a little bit more wary of things like lawsuits, things like that, so the FDA tends to crack down more on things like that. So they're recommended not to be used around the eyes. They're not intended, which basically means they're not FDA approved for use around the eyes, so they have to put that warning on the case. However, I'm wearing the colors on my eyes. I have not had any breakouts, any irritation, any rashes, any soreness, anything from wearing these. They wear perfectly fine. I do wear them with a primer, but I wear everything with a primer. So, of course, it's a use at your own risk. If you have massively sensitive eyes, I would test first. Maybe put a little bit of pigment like on the outer corner, test, see if it irritates your eyes. But honestly, I've been using them for a few days now. I've left them on for hours. Like, I've been wearing this eye look for close to 12 hours now, and it is spotless. It's not irritated me at all. The other thing is people have, and remember, these are also okay in most other countries. We're just a little bit more cautious here in the US than they are other places. So again, it's a use at your own risk thing. I'm not going to tell you, go ahead, use these on your eyes. But personally, it's fine for me. It hasn't caused problems. So that's all it is just that the colors haven't been approved. They're not going to make your eyeballs fall out of your skull. Though if they do, I'm very, very sorry. I'm just kidding. They might irritate your eyes a little bit if you have sensitive skin. That's the only thing I've noticed. I'm sure if there was any worse thing that they wouldn't have gotten even put in the palette. So they're fine. So everybody, calm down. Second thing is staining. Yes, these do stain. I've noticed the pinks and the reds especially will stain your skin. I'm incredibly pale, practically translucent, and yeah, believe it or not, this is me with a layer of self-tanner on. They will stain your skin, however, it's temporary. It's the same stain you'd get on your skin if you got highlighter on your skin, wiped it off, you have a light pink stain, it's gone in a day or two. Just don't do a crazy wild look the day before you need to do a massive presentation somewhere or need to be looking super duper, conservative. So, because there might be some light staying left behind. If that freaks you out, then this may not be the palette for you. But most of us who wear darker, brighter, crazier looks on a regular basis are kind of used to pigment staining because that's what they do. They're more pigmented. But honestly, I have swatched on this arm up, down, left, and right between today and yesterday. And while I had a tiny bit of temporary staining yesterday after my shower this morning, it is completely gone. So nothing to worry about there, you guys. Alright, first up, I love the packaging. The packaging is awesome. It is hard plastic. It is sturdy. I love the smoke clouds they are. They're either like smoke clouds or like, I don't know what it is. I think nobody's quite figured out exactly what this photo is of, but it's really cool. So it has a nice elastic clasp. It has a very large mirror right here. Okay, and then you have all the colors, which are all gorgeous. It also comes with a dual-ended brush, which is really nice. It's a bit different feeling than some of their other brushes, but it works really, really well at packing on the pigments. So I do recommend trying out this brush and seeing if you like it before you grab one of your other ones to use. I also like that as a super tiny detailing tip for getting underneath your eyes. I'm going to have swatches of all the colors show up here. So I'm going to go through the colors one by one. The first color is Revolt. It is a silver metallic pigment. It's similar to the shade Shell Shock from the Vice 2 palette, but it is different. Shell Shock's more of a metallic silver, while Revolt is more of a glitter silver, if that makes sense. Revolt slightly less metallic. I don't know if I make sense, but here is Revolt on this finger, and I have Shell Shock on this finger. Hopefully you can see the difference. Anyway, it is a really pretty metallic silver. Gonzo is a marine blue. It's very, very pretty. It's also very, very bright, as is everything in this palette. It kind of reminds me of Cookie Monster, to be honest. It's that shade of blue. It's really awesome. It's very, very creamy, very, very smooth, and it blends beautifully. Slow Burn, which is the orangey red shade. It definitely looks more orange in real life than it does in most photos. It looks more red in a lot of the photos I've seen of it, like a deep orange, but just with a tinge of red in it. I'm not explaining this well at all, but you can kind of see what it looks like. The next color on the top row is Savage, which is a super bright hot pink, and I am in love with this color. It is one of my favorites. This is a true matte. It is a little tiny bit chalky feeling when you first swatch it, but it blends out really nicely. Fringe is super, super smooth. It has a gorgeous, gorgeous pearl finish. It's kind of like a deep teal color, and it's really, really pretty. Now we're onto the bottom row. Chaos is a super bright primary colored blue. I really like it. It has like a slight pearl finish as well, but honestly, when you're wearing it, it looks completely matte. And it's really, really pretty. It's probably one of the shades I'll wear the least, just because it's one of those that might be hard to pair with other things. But if you are into sports and doing looks for sports teams, this is like the perfect blue for that. Alright, the next color is Jilted, which is actually very close to being a darker version of the Color of the Year Radiant Orchid. It is a purpley, pinky, orchidy shimmer finish, and it's really, really nice. I really like it. I think this could be worn as an everyday shade. Then again, I'd wear, you know, bright blue, bright orange is an everyday shade, but you could blend it in with a brown or a copper and it will look really, really pretty just to be worn every day as well. The next shade is Urban, which is a bright, bright shimmer purple. Well, it's more of a pearl finish. It's kind of shimmer pearl. They're kind of the same finish, really. But it is super, super bright and super pigmented. It's very smooth. It blends like a dream. And I have a tutorial on how I did this entire eye look step by step. The next one is like a pure lime green. It's called Freak, which I love. It's a shimmer finish. It is smooth as can be. That's what kills me, is how pigmented and how smooth they got these. And honestly, I was afraid as heck there was going to be a ton of fallout with these. I was afraid they were going to be crazy chalky. They aren't. I was amazed. I got literally no fallout while doing these. I mean, none. Just amazing, amazing. So anyway, I'm getting off subject. The last color is Thrash, which everyone had been describing as like a bright neon green, and I was like, that looks yellow. Or a lime green. No, that's yellow. You know what this color is, honestly? When I got it, I was like, that's definitely very green when I saw it in daylight. However, under studio lights, you can even see as I hold this up, it looks yellow. It's that weird mix. I've realized this color is that weird mix between yellow and green that almost exactly matches a Sharpie highlighter. That's what this color is. Seriously, okay, yellow Sharpie highlighter on my hand, Thrash on my hand. Here on my hand, I have a yellow Sharpie highlighter and I have Thrash. Literally, this yellow Sharpie highlighter. That is the exact color of this. I finally nailed it. Everybody's saying it's green, it's green, it's green. No, it's not green. It looks green. You think it's green. It's described as green. It's Sharpie highlighter yellow. So I'm going to insert a picture right here so you guys can see the comparison, because it is like spot on exact. I was shocked. But anyway, you guys, it has been crazy around here. I keep getting interrupted. Things keep going off. What is going on? I don't know. But I could not be happier with this palette. I love it. It is now my new 4th child. I think I'm going to give it a nickname, and it's going to have a special pride of place on my makeup desk because I'm going to be using this baby a lot. I hope that this review was helpful for you guys, allayed any fears you have about it. I definitely think it is worth every single penny. Again, it retails for $49, and I think the quality, the amount of shadow, and just the pigmentation of the shadow is totally, totally worth it. They are absolutely awesome. Oh, just so happy. If you guys have any questions, comments, opinions, I would love, love, love to hear from you guys. I will always respond to your comments, so go ahead and leave those below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, please, please subscribe to my channel. It makes me super excited when I get a new subscriber, so I really appreciate you guys. You can also keep up with me on my website, which is joannabrooks.net, and on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. I am everywhere. All the links for that are below as well. Thank you guys so, so much for watching. Bye. And then fill up into the arch where I don't have any hair.